Hey, I'm Mariana and I am a software developer based in Cape Town, though originally from the UK, as you might be able to tell from my accent. And I moved over here a couple of months ago with my boyfriend, who is actually South African. And we're starting this YouTube channel to give people an insight into what living in Cape Town is like, as well as our travels through the greater South Africa. Now, I am a front-end developer, primarily working with React and TypeScript, and so I also wanted to give people an idea of what the day-to-day and the work routine of a developer is like. Because I know when I started learning how to code, I found these videos really inspiring, and I would watch one almost every day of primarily women in tech and of what their day looked like, because I just found it inspiring to think, okay, that could be me in a few months' time. And so I wanted to know just seemingly mundane things, like what kind of meetings they had, who they spoke to throughout the day, when they had their meetings, how much work they did versus how much planning or more like research into problems. So yeah, here's mine. But today's starting off a little differently because I have a couple of physio appointments. So one this morning and one in the afternoon. So I thought, hey, why don't we just go to a cafe to work in the morning? And I really need to do that more often. As someone who works from home permanently, you can get a little stir crazy. So yeah, let's go. Wherever I am, I always like to start with some planning. I plan my day with some cognitive behavioural techniques that I've learnt and I've nicknamed MACE. So M stands for movement, A for achievement, C for connection, and E for enjoyment. Interestingly, the one I usually find the hardest, and I think others would find this quite hard as well, is actually enjoyment. And I find that a lot of routine videos or people who espouse their principles for setting up a routine, they rarely touch on enjoyment. But that's maybe for another video. And then followed by connection. As someone who's naturally quite introverted, it can be hard making an effort for that. I usually start at 9 in the morning, which is around an hour and a half before our daily stand-up, so I like to just work on any tickets I've had from the previous day. But then at 10:30 we have our daily stand-up, where the dev team goes over what they achieved the day previous, as well as what they're working on today, and it's a great time to just bring up any blockers that you have, or if you need any help. I find it so useful that everyone can be aligned in what the rest of the team is doing, rather than just kind of working as a lone wolf. And I might find that someone who's working on the iOS app actually has some information that would help me, and vice versa. After the morning's work, I had another physio session, after which I had to say goodbye to the sea for the day and head back home, where I made myself lunch. I had a salad, and I think salads are hugely underrated, but it has to be more than just lettuce leaves and some cucumbers and tomatoes and a really sad dressing. So this is a bed of leaves, some pearl barley, roasted vegetables. I made a vinaigrette with a red pesto, and then some sliced apples for texture and sweetness. I think you always need something hearty, something sweet, something crunchy. And then I just took this outside to eat as it was such a nice day. So I've just finished my lunch and now I'm going to take you through the afternoon portion of my workday. The afternoon's work was then just pretty much a continuation of some of the UI fixes that I started on this morning. We didn't really start too much new work because of the bank holiday weekend that was coming up. We didn't want to, start a project and then have to only be able to come back to it after a few days. So actually, I quite like days like this sometimes when I just have a bunch of little bugs that I need to fix and then I can get my head down and just work on those without much interruption. So I've just finished work for the day and I'm very excited for the long weekend ahead. So we have the Friday off and the Monday, and I'm just gonna have a staycation, just gonna chill out. I'm gonna bake a lot, discover more of Cape Town, and yeah, probably post a video about that sometime soon. But yes, that was a day in life. And now I'm gonna go out for a walk.